It is Neil the Poet Freeman Hussein, #1 in the community activism game. This is insane. What an ugly piece of fence around an ugly art sculpture. I wonder how much money that guy got. Well, here's my activism. Now, here's what you see. I just finished some rollerblading meth-tard crackhead was freaking out saying, "Get your vision checked, China," because they were walking on the bike path. Well, rollerblade is just not the issue. It's the crackhead rudeness that's the issue, but we are indoctrinated. That is a sign, after all. It says bike path, and look how many, I can see 4 bike path signs. Except that since Ernie spoke to me personally about Expo 86, international standards were already supposed to be in place regarding greenways. That's not a greenway, that's a gray way. That's a Vancouver way, and this is what I got to say. This is insane. But this is Neil the Poet Freeman Hussein. And look what we have here. 4 repetitions. See what he's saying right there? 4 repetitions of bicycle. 4 repetitions of bicycle. Does not say crosswalk in any way. So the bike rider flies on through because you're thinking bike, bike, bike. Well, watch this. Repetition, bike, bike, bike. This is all we can see. Tell me when it kicks in and it's clear. Here's a shadow patch. That could be something, but it's not. And no, we don't even have a white line or a yellow line. We're now going across a crosswalk. Look what's happening. So how is this an international sign standard? Where is the thing that says crosswalk? There's not a single sign. That pedestrian arrow, it points down. The actual fact of it, here's how wrong it is. That arrow pointing down on the bike should be the pedestrian, because we're informing you that this is pedestrians in here. They've got the signs wrong entirely. Yeah, those are stairs, that's the stairway. Where's the sign that says crosswalk? All this says is repetition, submission, neurolinguistically, this is how it sinks in. Bicycle, 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 bicycle. No white line, no yellow line, no anything. Yellow line to divide my left and right. Can't paint those? What's wrong? Doesn't look good in Vancouver's gray on black. Well, this is insane, and it's going to take me to get us back on track. I learned from Colombia, no politician would simply turn the switch off. Well, Juan Plantis makes me think of Juan Man, which is Vietnam draft dodgers claim that name in the churches, as well as our free hugs originator. Juan Plantis polluted the entire farmers market with a political debate. Here we are again. Nobody would flip the switch. Not one politician came up with the idea. Well, who would paint a line? And all I have to do is paint a yellow line going across. And those bicycle signs need to be repurposed, because that's a crosswalk. All right. A few minutes captures how dangerous it is. It's all just gray. There's no delineation. From this side you get even more bicycle repetition. You get 6 because the bike rentals signs, in fact 8 because it's the word bike and a picture of a bicycle. So, the yellow bright arrow on the bicycle makes you look down and recognize there's an issue with bicycles and pedestrians. That line should slow them down and stop them again to see. And there's my posters up. I put a flag. The posters up here. And I put them up here. And this is 5/8/13/21 Surya 7.life. This is Surya, the awakened being. That's me. Neil, the poet Freeman Hussein. On July 1st, Canada Day. Everything works when I'm mayor. AK37, mayor. This is the mayor's tribe. We defund the police entirely, and we even burn some of their police cars as iconic art. Blueway, greenway path, and a paved path following the beaches so that rollerblades can go all the way through. We need rollerbladers through Kitsilano, Jericho, Spanish Beach, and beyond. This also creates a safe pedestrian path. Rollerbladers want pavement like bicycles, and rollerbladers take precedence on the paved path. You lose your bike if you hit someone. Pedestrians now walk on the beautiful grass, and if it needs to be upgraded in any way as time goes along, we do that. It's such a low cost to upkeep a trail which provides so much benefit. You should not have to compete as a pedestrian with an electric bicycle that might hit you or your child and kill them. My child at age 2 was knocked unconscious by someone on a bicycle while me and his mom were walking. He didn't stray from us at all. I almost killed the man on the bike. I won't get into my jail history here. I could take up the next chapter of the Hells Angels, but AK-37 is clean and clear. I've only stomped one face, cop, stabbed one in the throat, cop. So like I say, we're clean and clear for mayor, AK-37. If you're standing on a blue path, pedestrian, you're safe. Stand on a green path, you want to take a chance, business as usual, except that in the past when you got hit by a bike, you didn't bother going to the police to file an insurance claim because it's bullshit. Wouldn't bother, not worth it. No problem, you get hit by a bike, you contact the mayor, we send our mayor's tribe police out to fill out the form. There's still some sketchy places. Path's a little too tight. Doesn't fit your big butt. Got hit. Money, more than a bit. All those who have been separated from their children or their spouse and have no contact, you're going to get a second chance with AK-37, mayor. We can bypass the shithead police because we don't fund them. When we need something done, we just do it ourselves. We fix a lot. Now, I know the last mayor was Chinese. That's why I use a Chinese liaison. And I do even better with China than Ken Sim did. India, you got a problem. Because I'm Surya. Your electric bikes with big boxes racing up and down sidewalks, that's good on Slumdog Millionaire, not in Vancouver. Some of you are security guards, you're stupid and rude. You're gonna get a fast upgrade. You're gonna learn to be polite by a new standard called Vancouver. Vancouver will become iconic in the world. That's with me. I'm a star. Human, second by far. You know who I am, Surya 7. No other options compared to me for mayor of Vancouver.
We have just here to implement.
The manager can talk to me. I just want, it's secure guard. But tell me, why can't, when my bike is stolen from the bike rack outside, why can't you access the cameras? You should have a camera pointed at the bike rack.
Remove a bike from
No, my question is, how come you don't have a camera
Yeah.
on the bike racks that we can access?
So just come talk to my manager. Maybe they will ask. They will.
Your manager can talk to me.
Yeah.
I'm not removing my bike. It's not. You don't give me a safe place to lock it.
Okay.
My bike is over here. Keeping an eye on it so it's not stolen next time. Like anybody cares. Nobody cares but those guys. Secure guard. The issue with moving it is that I've had my bike stolen from your rack out there before, and you can't seem to provide any video. And if you're not going to have a video on a bike rack, I'll have to keep it where I can keep an eye on it.
Sure, I understand where you're coming from, obviously, right? At the end of the day, it is your responsibility and your property. We don't allow bikes in here. There are signs on all the doors going in and out.
I don't care about your sign. I don't care about your signs on the door.
Okay.
I care about the fact that a library is for everyone and you are security.
Yeah.
There's far too many security guards, far too many cameras for you to have an excuse of, we don't monitor the bike rack.
Okay.
You can't not monitor the bike rack. You also have to monitor the bike rack. And I've been in here before, and you got the meth tards like freakingly violently arguing for an hour, and I got to put up with these people, and they stink. And
sure, if there's ever people arguing, do you report it to us? Or?
Yeah, well, no, and you walk by and you let it happen. I'm wondering, what is up with security and the police? Why you can't solve these problems yet? You're fairly quick on jumping on me about a bicycle. It seems like you're letting some things go, which are more serious.
We're just far south side too.
Willing to pursue something less serious like a bicycle, which you could fix. You could fix this issue. So.
Okay. So again, the way that I explained it, you're responsible for your own belongings. There are signs at all of them that say you're leaving.
I know there's signs.
I'm a security corner for the library, so I think remove the bike.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I won't, because you don't provide effective security at the bike racks. I'm not going to go and move it to the bike rack where you don't have a camera.
Well, we have a policy written on the door that bikes are not allowed inside. And if you don't feel safe to park your bike outside, that's the best library can do. That we have racks outside. You can maybe get a better lock or something. We can't actually provide security for the medium of transport which patrons use.
No, security for the bike rack. You already have cameras pointed outside. You have some cameras probably pointed at the bike rack. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. It doesn't make sense. I'm looking for a sensible.
For the
I'm looking for a
medium of the patrons.
It doesn't.
We provide services inside the library. So if you didn't move your bike, I'm gonna have.
I wonder what country he's from. We do not provide security for the transportation services of the patron. No, that's not what I'm saying. Point a camera at the bike rack. He doesn't get this. It's okay. Is secure guard? Is that who you are?
No, I'm at the library.
Okay, I'll take your card and your card, and it is going to be. I am going to court on this because I've lost more than one bike, and in the meantime, I'll continue to park my bike every day there.
No,
I will. I'm going
to ask you to leave.
And your card too.
I don't have a card.
You got a security guard card.
Yep.
Come on,
He
security guard.
works for the library. We don't. We're
All
contracted.
right.
I don't have a
Whatever.
business
I'm
card,
going.
so he's above me.
I'm
so.
going.
Keep on recording when you leave the gun.
Okay, so 1
You're
month.
banned for making a racial comments towards me while I was asking you to take your bike out.
Okay, so 1
You're
month?
banned for 1 month, yes.
Yeah, what's the
And
racial comment?
And
What-
recording stuff
what's-
is not allowed if you didn't stop. we're
What's
gonna
the
increase
racial comment?
You said, oh, I'm not sure which country he's from because he's not understanding. So yeah, that's a racial comment.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Did you
You're
catch
banned for
the
3
racial?
months, actually.
What do you think?
You're
What do you
banned
think
for
about a 1 month ban on
No,
me?
no, actually it's
He's
a 3
above me.
month-
You're gonna listen to him, okay?
3 month ban actually now.
3 months?
Yeah.
For
if
why?
You keep recording me because recording is not allowed.
No,
Recording
it's
staff.
allowed. I'll see you
Yeah.
in court.
Sure.
I'll see you in court.
There's no going.
Okay, that's fair.
You want to talk to me?
I don't think so. I think
Sure.
my staff have already spoke to you about.
Okay. Why don't you put a camera on the bicycles? On the bicycle rack out there?
I can take that and advise for.
Yeah, do
our
it.
manager.
Do it. It'll take a day. You can one
Well,
day.
I don't
Oh,
know
come
about
on,
that.
a day.
There are other things than just installing cameras. We have PCI compliance. We also have privacy compliance, and we have to do privacy impact assessments.
Yeah, that's why library costs $1 billion and nobody's reading books.
I don't think our budget's $1 billion.
I wrote 4 books about safe cycling. I'm
think there's
banned
a
for
respectful
3
way to
months.
have conversations, and you might want to relook at how you're doing that.
How am I doing it wrong? I got a
You
video
made
camera.
racialized comments to my colleague. That's
What?
not very nice.
What? Well, let's hear them.
I told you already.
Yeah, so I don't think we're here to have a conversation in good faith when you're speaking that way to my colleagues.
Oh wow, that's amazing. I'll see you in court.
Okay, sounds good. I'll see you there.
Idiots. Racial comments? No. A camera on the bicycle. 3 months ban? That's going to cost you money. So I have exited the Roman Colosseum without incident. Secure guard is incapable of asking the meth-tards to quiet down when they're shouting at each other about killing each other. They come in and they start to disassemble computers, actually unscrew them and stuff. And we wonder why, how is this allowed? They bust open bags on the top floor of those expensive unrented units. I'll have to send a mayor to the message about a message to the mayor about secure guard too. The theft that's going on the second floor, meth tards stealing bags, going straight up there, busting them open, and secure guard does nothing, and we watch it happen. You go, what the fuck? Who is secure guard if they're not the security company? And here's where they could point a camera. No, we have better uses for those cameras, they say. Well, this is the bike rack, and you see leftover locks and leftover wheels and stuff got to get cleared out once in a while. It's right there. Can't point cameras there. Don't you want to see who's at the bus benches? Wouldn't those be safe too? Cameras, cameras, cameras. You'd have to have meetings. Well, it's 37 years. We'd have to have a meeting. How did the city give them the contract? So they talk about me a bit, and some people wonder, how did I get here? I'll tell you how. My first wife says I'm like Jax. Not Dax, Jax. Jax Teller. I am like my dad. I don't have to tell you the whole story. People would meet me, and there would be some reference that would come up to Ken Darvin. And then they look at me again, and say, hey, you look like Kenny. Yeah, are you his son? You're his son. I heard about you. Your dad's Kenny D. And it's like that, and even more. Oh my God, everyone, hey, come in. This is Ken Darvin's son. If you didn't get that kind of reaction around the town when you mention who your dad is, then you didn't have my life. I am a result of that. I didn't have to say what I did yet at this point. I'm just the son of, and I look like him. Well, if you look like him, the next thing people wonder is, are you like him? You sound like him. You dress like him. You're in the same place as him. You got a motorcycle. Had a Triumph Daytona 955. That's the bad guy's bike from Mission Impossible. Tom Cruise rode the naked bike, the Speed Triple. KD on his Snap-on tools. All of his Snap-on tools are engraved with KD, every one of them. What does that mean? It means you value your stuff one by one. You are about your tools, and those are never going missing. You would not want to end up with a KD wrench in your set. If you ever did later, you come and give it back and say, whoa shit, yeah, sorry. Look at my number that's here. Just staring right at it, and I'm perfectly centered. Like centered with my eyeballs. Can't miss that. Recently came across this one. I can't believe it matches twice. It seems impossible. A 42 and a 43. About my mom. Oh, your mom's Linda. Oh my goodness. Well, then you must be the right son. Yes, everybody knows your mom, Linda. A little different, a little bit the same. Why? Because the men around her, she was a paramedic, and her other job was she worked at the mine. She was the first aid, the head of the first aid. I mean, whoever's working at the mine, there's always a head of the first aid on the shift. So that was her. How did they get there to the mine, Afton Mine? Well, they all drove. Well, my mom is everything that the man is. They're doing the same jobs. But she also had a baby. I know, she didn't have a baby just that morning, but she reminded them, but she is also a mother. And the way she would trump them with that is too much. I mean, I got some other mother issues because I had some other mothers, and they showed me another side of what a mother can be, and very, very powerful in its peace and its beauty and its the ballast that could embrace you and engulf you and absorb you like the mother ship, like a giant whale under the ocean, and you go, oh my God, I didn't realize it's that big. Yes, this is the mothership. Oh, you just had no idea until you go there. Well, that's why the mother can function this way. This is why the mother can do all this stuff. You didn't know. So the mother has a support network which exists in another way that is tapped into and cannot be broken. So she could compete with the men because she worked out. You know, she could flex, say, look what I got, and show she had pretty much a Playboy model body. Her ratios were all like Playboy model, and she had biceps, and she just had the look. So she made it to the mine. Well, when everyone else drove there, she made it 2.5 hours on her bicycle. Well, 2.5 hours, and then to work an 8-hour shift, and then ride 2.5 hours home. Are you getting that? 5 hours on a bicycle, plus an 8-hour work shift. Actually, I think the shifts were longer. Yeah, I think it was a longer. I think they slept there for a period too. I don't want to be incorrect about that. Anyway, I'll keep it short. Oh yeah, the point is this. I can make a statement maybe that I'm going to be mayor of Vancouver. Well, from out of the blue, you might have a list of good ideas, but maybe you stole those good ideas from someone else. Maybe they're good ideas, but you're not going to follow through. It's different if those are your own ideas. You're more likely to follow through because those are your babies. You're not just going to send them off to the wilderness. You're going to see them through and name them and raise them up. Like the blue way, green way. Sounds like Dr. Seuss. So if I tell you where I came from, 737, maybe know more where I'm going. October 3rd, 2024, Star Soldier, Surya 7. So they want to jack and stack me up with their big pharma, Halderon, Risperdal Consta, Palperidone, and Vega. I am currently on forced medications. I have to witness me taking the pill daily at the pharmacy. That's Risperdone. They want to double the dose and give me a needle now once a month, which is Palperidone and Vega. This one in the past has been my closest to suicide of my life, as it makes life in a bizarre, strange, kind of the opposite of what LSD or mushrooms do. Bizarre flat world, and all the good feeling stuff is gone. Nothing matters, nothing means anything. You don't want to do anything. It would induce a suicide. In fact, the rate is about 10 times as claimed, and as claimed it's a very high rate of suicide. It suits the cops to say, no, this drug helped save him, it just didn't work. Yeah. But it's only on the helpful side, and this guy was a problem anyway. They do it to environmental activists disproportionately. It's an anomaly, but you'd have to come up with your own stats to track it, because they would disguise the employment of environmental activists, or not include the hobby in the spreadsheet. So you couldn't get the statistics that easily. It takes a lot of work to go through and hear that there is someone keeping a database of activists and taking note when those members pass away. The rate of suicide is very high among activists, and they are seemingly always on one of these drugs. It's a tranquilizer. Some signs of it that I get are a black, kind of oily, flaky, looks like little plastic bag bits of a plastic garbage bag on my neck, little bits, and I gotta peel them off. And then I get stink between my toes, the toe tang, and actually on my toes too. It stinks out my socks, and they stink out my shoes, all in a day. So major off-gassing through my toes. And the establishment denies that. If you talk to the psychiatrist, no, I don't know about that, or haven't heard about that. Must be not common enough. Well, wake up then. If it's not common, that means it's very rare, and I have it. It only happens when they jack me up on this drug, the tranquilizer, which I shouldn't be on. My super-connected mind created the new peace sign. If you would like to be a witness to say that you know this hand sign, it's a U and an I, and it's also American Sign Language 7. Crosses over to Surya, the god who is the sun. And you know me. My name is Surya 7, and I am the street poet. who has been in Vancouver for 3 years, and you could have seen me on the street at any time. And previous to that, 6 years in Colombia, Ecuador, Peru. You may have met me as a street poet also. If you would like to be a witness, email me, liveright777@proton.me. LIVERIGHT777@proton.me. And you can say something. You know the sign. If you want to go and say anything more, you don't think I should be mentally hospitalized. I don't need the drug, obviously. I am, well, even keeled my whole life. I've got over 200 videos on the web. I sound like this every time. Hi, bright and warm is the sun. Surya 7, love and fun for everyone. Today, my blood type is pumpkin spice. I bought this shirt at the dollar store. It fits Kazumi, so I think about Kazumi wearing it, and I wear it myself instead. Anyway, look at these. I'm saying McDonald's. 34 as a 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. Take you out. 5, 6, 7. There we go. 3 and 4. Look at this. I use some mushrooms at McDonald's. It's an act, it's an act, it's an act. Like they put you in high school drama. Actually, the drama leader lady, Jane Powell, she brought the Dukabor, who showed us the stuff that he did. So, here's where I am. I should be in bare feet, but I'm in sock feet. Beautiful sunny Vancouver, not raining right now. Tell me this, in your city, do you have an area this beautiful, and it's backed by a park and a seawall, with nobody on the benches? It's the current date, whatever it is, September 26th or so, 27th. Stanley Park is the backdrop further away, but this is Cole Harbor. Do you have anywhere in your city with nobody on the park benches? I shouldn't say nobody. Over in the corner, they are actually full. People are sitting, but only one person per bench. So, you know, if you're in New York or some different places which are populous, as many seats as can sit are sitting. Here's 50% of the benches have one person. Like we're actors, we're just holding space now. Hello, all up there. Hi, no.